Hello, Search here for the Backyard Driving Range. All right, we have a letter that came in, and this one's from Mr. Lashley, and he signs it Bob, so I will say Bob. He now says, now that I have the foundation manual, what else may I purchase to assist me in improving my game? I see nothing available as yet. Please advise or send me a brochure or something to view and place some more orders. Semper Fi, Bob. Okay, so Bob's a Marine. All righty. Good question, Bob, and it's a good one for our website because we are not a government sponsored and monetized program here. We have to sell things to make money to keep the site going. It costs a lot of dollars to keep this site running, doing dailies and all the other things we have to do. I mean, we have a staff that works at our site to keep this all up and everything else. So I mean, we do need to make money. So I appreciate your wanting us to spend some with us. I would suggest that since you have the foundations manual, that is basically the whole run through of the peak performance setup and swing. Okay, from basically start to finish. And basically, a lot of things that I talk about when I answer questions in these dailies is just explaining a little deeper and with some things that we put on the ground here, the alignment sticks or other props that I use to help show and explain things, as well as swinging and walk through things step by step. That's basically always working on the manual. So I think the important thing you have to do, Bob, is you got to get going and start to say that. What else do you really think that you really need to work on? Keeping some stats might start to show that maybe you find that your driver you're not hitting it quite as good as you think you are. That's why stats are great, and you should date them and keep them in a list, keep them in a book. And I mean, before computers, I had one of my tour players. He had a little ring binder, spiral notepad this big, and I mean, he kept stats on everything and worked out his own numbers. And at the end of any tournament, he had every tournament round what the totals were. And then he had the grand total for every tournament. And I mean, he did this. That was before computers. Now it's real easy on computers, and we're actually working on getting a stat system going here for on our websites, so you can have do your stats online and hopefully at the push of a button get all the numbers you want. That's the way it should work right now. It'd be really easy. I once heard that Annika Sorenstam, after every round, used to spend an hour or two or more doing her stats after every round she played. And I mean, it's like anything else. You have to know what's going on to know where your strong points are and where your weak points are. So therefore, when you practice, you need to practice your weak points to make those stronger, but you got to also practice your strong points long enough to keep them stronger. And many times we practice what we like, not what we need. And that's why so many people say to me in lessons, well, I can't hit my 6 iron at all, or I can't hit this type of I can't hit my woods or whatever. Well, how much do you practice them? Almost never. Well, duh, there's your answer. So you got to do some of that. But getting back to your answer, what's other good things? So if you found that your driver was a little weak and you needed improvement, first you probably need to go and get your driver fixed by, not fixed, but checked by a certified fitter, and a swing surgeon certified fitter, to see if it fits you in all aspects of the driver: length, shaft flex, shaft strength, meaning is it the right flex for you, and any other variables, grip size and all of that. Then you need to look at, because that could be affecting your stats. If your driver gets a good bill of health, then you're fine. If not, then you need to get it fixed. And then start keeping stats again with the new driver versus the old one and see if that fixes the problem. If it doesn't, then you might want to go and get the driver video where DJ and I hit drivers, but mostly DJ and I walked through a lot of things in that. So you might want to get the driver video. If you find that maybe your short game isn't that good, well, we got a short game video that DJ and I did. Then we got the Kenny Knox video. The Kenny Knox has slightly different setup and swing to it, and it's really good. But the reason why he's on here doing it is he's an expert in that. His forte on the tour when he played was short game. He actually says in a video, I asked him, I said, well, you do hold, at one time you held 3 putting records on the PGA Tour, and you still hold one. You're still tied with one of them. And I said, I guess you're an awesome putter. He said, yeah, I'm a good putter. He said, but I'm a better putter because my short game gets the ball really close where I can make more putts. All right? There you go. So he's got that. His technique's slightly different, but he is on, square and solid through impact. So you're getting a little bit of a different coating on the way he does it, but in the end, he's doing it correctly because he's on, square and solid through impact. So that is going to help. If you feel like you hit the ball out of play too many times and just don't get them back in play well enough, or you're in places where you think you could advance the ball a lot better, but you don't really know how to work the ball or whatever, we got a video called Working the Ball, how to fade it and how to hook it. And also in conjunction with that, there's another video called Situational Shots, where I actually take myself into the woods in a deep rough and things like that, and hit a ball off a cart path and off a hard pan, and hook one out of the woods, or fade one out of the woods, or punch one out really low, or chip one out. But I also talk a lot about figuring out which shot I'm going to use. All right, so those two videos are great. So we have a multitude of videos on the site. The best place to go is just go on the site and just go look into the search shop and look at the videos. All right, and they're all listed there. And there's also probably the other really good one would be the swing book, which is a little pamphlet. It's like 18 pages, and it details every position of the golf swing and has numbers on the body and that positions to show that's exactly how you want to set up. And then all the positions of the swing, like takeaway, then right here, and then up at the top, and the transitions, and all the way to the finish. And everywhere you see my Swing Surgeon logo, which is the logo right here on this shirt, and not on this hat, but on this shirt, on this little jacket and on my shirt underneath, that logo signifies in the front that is absolutely critically important for having a peak performance setup and a peak performance swing, all right, as compared to other general golf instruction that you read. Those are critical positions and the critical move that you have to make to that position, to those positions in the swing that are important to the golf swing, the peak performance swing, which would be vertical versus over here laid off, vertical and light, okay, and other positions all the way to the tee finish position with the recoil and relax. So all of those are highlighted. That would be a great book, and it's a good size you can leave in your bag. Another great video to purchase, and this one has been when it first came out, all those who bought it ranted and raved about how it was really good, and many of them said it was the best thing I've ever done, was the Ultimate Alignment video. Because in there in that video I revealed a few really unique things that I don't think I've ever heard anyplace else, and I think you'll all agree you never heard of anywhere else either, about some concepts of how you really get lined up, and it really thinks outside the box on this one. And I think when you listen to it and you really think about what I'm saying and go out and check it and you prove it to yourself that what I'm going to tell you about how far, say if you're a right-hander, you have to aim left of your aiming line, a right-hander would be right, aiming your toes have to be, and body has to be lined up right of your aiming line for a left-hander. How far that line really has to get, and it's an ever-changing line, progressively farther left or right, depending as the clubs get longer in your bag. So that would be a great video to have, because again, you can have the best setup, the best swing, but if you don't aim properly and make perfect swings to that setup, you're not going to, if your alignment is right or left, you're going to hit good shots to the wrong place. All right, so getting that ultimate alignment. So getting an alignment video would really be a great help. So I appreciate this letter. This is really nice because we stay in business by selling products, and we're always trying to shoot more videos. And if you got any ideas about something you want me to talk about or do a video on, let me know. And if we can do it, we'll try to get it done. All right. Well, hopefully this helps all of you to know that we do have a lot of things for sale in the Surge shop. We even have Surge apparel and a bunch of other things, and I'm working on getting a lot more affiliate products. And we have many other products that I think will help you do the peak performance setup, and especially the peak performance swing better. And so, because I only ever shall we say, put things on the site or endorse them if they fit physics, fit human anatomy, and therefore would fit the peak performance swing. All right, so hopefully all of this stuff can help you find more sources to find more information so you can make a better peak performance setup, swing, and shoot better peak performance scores. All right, that's it for the Surge for today, and I'll be talking with you all again soon.